Alright, so let's do this.
Ready, yes.
This is our first episode of Boat Talk, and today we have as a guest André Pijnappel, who is founder of DiveTV. He is filmmaker and video producer, and he is joining us today to talk about his view on videos and online commercials and what DiveTV is actually doing. And also we will be talking about the dynamic city of Rotterdam and the role of the entrepreneurs in the city.
Yes.
DiveTV, from what I understand, is a video production company, and you produce videos and online commercials for companies, institutions and artists.
Mm-hmm.
And your portfolio include promotional videos, short movies and also music videos.
Yes.
And I saw that you have been creating promotional videos for companies such as L'Oréal, for the city of Rotterdam and the port of Rotterdam.
Yes.
André, thanks for being here. It's a great pleasure.
Thank you.
So first of all, did I present DiveTV correctly?
Oh yeah, no, of course. We do a lot of promotional videos, and we are also very proud of our fiction work, so our short movies,
Mm-hmm.
which in the future will be long features. In the past, we've done also a lot of video clips.
Okay. And what is the story behind DiveTV? When did you get to the idea to start your own company, and when did you start to realize it?
I knew I wanted to be a filmmaker since I was a kid, like a child. My dad used to work in the movies. I got introduced to it like that, and I was very always been a film nerd, always been completely obsessed with filmmaking. So I went to the film academy, and right after the academy I started my own company with my best friend. And our goal, the idea behind DiveTV, was to shine a light, to point the camera, as it were, to the people who we felt weren't getting enough attention on television. That has changed nowadays. Nowadays there's a lot of diversity on Dutch television, I think. But when we were starting out 6-7 years ago, we didn't think so. We thought we need more Turkish people, more Moroccan people, more people from Africa, who are all present here in Rotterdam.
Yeah.
Very much so.
A lot, yeah.
A lot, and we wanted to make things that have diversity in as a goal. So it can be like a rapper who's talking about his community, but it can also be a company that wants to appeal to a broad. To a
broad audience
of different people.
Okay.
So we were always looking, does it have diversity? Can we push our agenda with this project? And over the years it has lessened.
Okay.
Because we don't feel the need is that big anymore.
Okay.
We think that in the last years television has become more diverse.
Okay.
And we are glad for it.
All right. Talking about diversity and that you like to promote multicultural views and ideas, let's go to your slogan, which is "Dive into Diversity."
Yes.
I really like the sound of it. It has this kind of powerful movement in it. Dive into diversity.
Yeah, yeah.
Did you come up with it in connection to the basic idea that you had, and how did you come up with the slogan?
Well, unconsciously, I always had this connection with the word dive. I'm a diver. I like to dive, and I always liked the name Dive, and I wanted to do something with dive, but I also wanted to do something with diversity. And so it was actually just putting those two words together. You know, let's dive into the diversity. So that became our slogan.
Yeah.
And the truth is, our slogan isn't prominent.
Okay.
In our productions, like it used to be. I still believe that diversity is a very important thing.
Especially in a city like Rotterdam that kind of was built onto like a very international environment.
Exactly. Yeah. No, it's very international, and you have to show that. We were talking before about Rotterdam and Amsterdam,
yeah,
and why I like Rotterdam. and that's the reason. Rotterdam is very diverse and very international, and I like that.
When you make a video, I read that you handle the whole process of doing it, which starts with working on the idea, right?
Yes.
Then shooting all the video, and in the end editing and producing the whole film.
Yes.
So can you explain a bit on how does it work when you work with a client together in order to find like the perfect commercial for him, the perfect video?
Yes. Usually the big companies, they hire agencies who come up with the ideas.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes I have to work with an idea from the agency.
Okay.
But sometimes a company gives me the opportunity to think about an idea for them.
So they just give you the topic mainly.
And they just say what they want, and sometimes that can be very vague. Sometimes I want a video for the internet.
Okay. Like they could be basically anything.
It can be anything. They just want to be promoted online, or they have a new website, or it can be very specific.
Uh-huh.
You know, it can be we have this product and we want that to sell, and make something for that. I usually start by writing an idea or writing multiple ideas and mailing it to the client, who then has some feedback or not.
Okay.
Sometimes it just
depends on.
Okay. Sounds good. and then I make a budget for it, and if he agrees on the budget, then I start producing. I call all the freelancers and all the companies that I need to assist me in the production, and then we shoot it, and then later I edit it, and I can do all those processes myself. But the truth is, the bigger the assignment, the more you want to collaborate.
Okay, so you would also work with other people who are also into video making or do designs? Or?
No, in everything. I can work on a film as a producer. I can work on a film as a producer, director, editor. I can work on a film as only a director, only an editor, only a writer. So it's possible to do all the. You can obviously do everything, but you can do all the big functions. You can do the big functions in the movie, but it's also good to collaborate.
Okay, so you have kind of your team of freelancers that you would connect with in case that the assignment is bigger.
Yes.
And that,
The bigger the assignment, the more I want to collaborate. For a really big assignment, I actually just want to direct, and I find other freelancers to do everything around.
Okay. So out of this process of making the video, which part do you enjoy most? Actually the shooting, or as you just said, the directing?
Actually, the part that I enjoy most is the writing. Thinking the idea through and having the idea on paper, because the idea then is perfect on your head, in your head. And when you're going to make it, it always gets a little bit less. It's always better in your head. So I like that process the most.
And when you make a video, let's say you would make a promotional video that in the end would be 1 or 2 minutes, how long time does it in the end actually cost to completely produce this video?
It depends very much. It's not about how long the video is going to be. There are a lot of factors that counter into it. For example, there is an event. We're shooting that event with maybe 2-3 guys. And the event takes an hour. And then we can edit it on the same day, an hour long, so the whole event on film.
Okay.
So it's almost real time, like one day for an hour worth of movie.
All right.
But it can also be that you're going to make a commercial, a 30-second commercial, and you need 10 locations for that 30-second commercial, because it's all 3-second shots.
But completely different locations.
Completely different locations. Then you're taking 3 days of shooting and another 2 days of editing and another week of production. So 2 weeks for 30 seconds. It depends literally on everything.
Okay, I see.
Like it can be, we're going to work with that actor. He's a very slow guy. He's going to take his time.
And you need to adapt into his speed.
And you have to adapt because he's the one you need.
We're just talking about that sometimes you have to go to different locations to make a video, and a lot of the videos that you produce are basically online commercials. Is it possible also for clients to hire you from a different city and you don't have to go there, or even from a different country? Let's say somebody from Brazil would suddenly say, hey, I want you to do this video for me.
Yes, I have done a video clip in Brazil because I'm Brazilian and I speak Portuguese, and it was a Dutch company. They hired me because I could speak to the people there. Mm-hmm. I love to work abroad. In December I was in Milan for a video, so it does happen.
Okay, that you travel around and get to new places. Okay,
yes.
Cool. Nowadays we have this increase in social media, and companies really think about their online presence and how they promote themselves on the web. Where do you see the kind of opportunities in the online world for making promotional videos, and where do you see the future in that?
YouTube is going to take over television. Mm-hmm. I think people kind of look down on online videos because of all the cat videos and the like silly instructional videos and like the silly stuff people put online. But at the end of the day, there is so much new content and new ways of promoting, new ways of promotional videos. You know, when you look at television, you have the 30-second commercial. That's the only possible thing. They have the 30-second. Oh, maybe they have like a 1-minute commercial. Okay, yeah. In YouTube, there are so many different ways. You can upload a movie, and that's going to be a commercial. You can have a pre-roll. Commercial, which is a 30-second thing, but you can have a pre-roll commercial that's 3 minutes. There are much more possibilities, and we don't even know what the possibilities are yet.
Yeah, I think so. Like YouTube is already growing pretty much, but there will probably be a lot more coming in the future.
Especially a lot more coming in the future.
Yeah. Because people can very specifically like target what content do they want, or what products do they want to know about, what people do they want to see. In the general media, everything is very broad and just a very broad audience. Right?
Exactly. And in specifying your audience, that's also very good for the filmmaker, because that means the filmmaker can also be very specific on the audience he's speaking to. It's also very good for the filmmakers, because their connection with the audience is via YouTube much closer than via all the other media. You're not communicating. I don't know what's gonna happen. But YouTube is the future.
It's going to be interesting times coming up.
It's going to be interesting, yeah.
In the projects that you had in the past, you worked with names such as L'Oreal or the City of Rotterdam. With the Port of Rotterdam also, you made a video. And what is the project that's coming from you in the future? And what kind of names or brands would you really like to work with?
I'm producing for a friend of mine who is a very talented director. I've just produced for him a few Microsoft commercials. Okay. And I'm going to produce for him Iglo. Iglo is a food company here in I don't know.
I think in Germany we have the same Iglo.
I think you have it.
Don't they make the fish sticks?
They make the fish sticks, exactly. But they're making noodles now, so I'm going to produce that for this very talented director. I hope to work with everybody. I love working with big companies. It's great, to meet like a top guy from a top Microsoft guy. Yeah, that's a really interesting guy, or the people from the Port of Rotterdam. Yeah, they're very cool people,
Talking again about diversity, you get to work with a lot of different people, right? Like different industries. And what do you think is the role of social media now, or like in the next years, when it comes to promote your business, promote yourself, attract new clients, or building up a network? When we talk about like a Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, audience.
Yeah, I'm not a social media person, so the only thing I post is my work, and in particularly the work that I'm proud of at that moment. So my theory is that my work has to talk for itself, Like this was one of the greatest things I've heard someone say, and I've always remembered it. I was present at a interview with John Malkovich, and John Malkovich said, everybody is trying to learn, how to get there and how to just try to learn to be good.
Okay,
that's enough. Just try to be better at what you're doing. That's enough. Don't worry too much about how to get there and how to get his attention. Or, just get better.
Stick with what you do and improve
yourself. They'll notice you soon enough.
Yeah, I think that's a very important point, actually.
Right? Yeah.
Coming now back to Rotterdam.
Yeah.
I saw in this one video that made for the Port of Rotterdam. I think it was you walking through the city in the video.
No. It's an actor. It's a friend of mine.
Okay, because you look a bit similar, actually.
It could be, yeah. Now that you're saying, yeah.
And then he was like walking through the city, and at some point this huge container ship appears in the middle of the city, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
I really liked that moment because this whole shipping industry, container ships, really symbolizes Rotterdam, which basically builds upon the harbor, and at the same time tries to get this new image of being very dynamic, innovative, attracting new people to study here, to build their own business. So I was wondering, what is your connection with Rotterdam, and how do you see the city?
Well, first of all, thank you for. I think you got the gist of the movie exactly how we intended. I came to Rotterdam when I was 12, and I'm from a big city in Brazil. I was born in Rio de Janeiro.
Oh, okay.
And we moved to Holland, and there isn't one other city in Holland where I feel at home, because coming from Rio de Janeiro, it's really weird to go to like a small village,
I can imagine.
and even Amsterdam and Utrecht, which are pretty big cities for Dutch standards, they still have that feel. They feel like a village sometimes.
I know what you mean. You're super cozy and you walk through the small streets.
And Rotterdam doesn't have it. Rotterdam is a real city, so I can feel at home like I felt when in my city.
Okay, so Rotterdam is your home basically now, and you feel.
Yeah, it's my home, and I cannot imagine living in another city in Amsterdam.
In Holland, yeah. So if you would have to describe Rotterdam in one sentence, how would you say it?
That's very difficult.
Or one word, something like.
I think what it means for me can be different than what it means for other people. So I'll just say home.
Home. That's a very good one. You have your office right now at the Creative Factory, which I heard will soon be called the Design Silo. They are rebranding it right now, right? You can actually see it from over there.
Yes. I think it's already official. They already changed.
It's already official. Okay.
I think so. Yeah.
Because I saw that there are a lot of different companies, basically from the creative industries, like design, architecture, multimedia. How is it to work in that environment, and what you see are the opportunities in this area?
The truth is, it's a very pleasant space, and I think it's very pleasant to be around creative people. Creative people have a different vibe. The businesses are very separated. I don't really have someone in my building with whom I work with.
Okay.
I just like being surrounded by similar people.
Okay. Yeah.
So I think that's the biggest
kind of advantage.
Yes.
I really like the office, seeing it over there, it having this old industrial look, and then they rebuild it so you can actually work there. It's really great location, I have to say. Yeah.
Now I like that part too. I think it's a really cool building.
Yeah.
So I love the building.
So you're probably going to stay there also.
Yeah, no, I have no plans on leaving.
Personally, I've been interested in the topic of entrepreneurship now for the last months. I really find it fascinating when somebody decides, I'm going to start up my own business. Especially because I think there's a lot of challenges also sometimes connected with it. You have the success that comes with it, but also like the problems. What do you think are the challenges in starting your own business, or what were your main obstacles that you have to?
Well, the biggest obstacle is getting work. You know, getting assignments that are going to pay the bills, that are going to pay for your life. As I said, you can't really make that your focus. And the entrepreneur simply has to be a passionate person who is very passionate about what he's making. And if he is a person that is constantly going to improve himself, others will take notice and he will eventually find success, but it can be a very long, hard road.
Yeah, I can imagine. But so your point would basically to really go for something that you like doing, because otherwise you would not.
You have to be obsessed about it.
Have to be obsessed about it.
Yeah.
So it was for you the right choice to filmmaking.
I had no other choice. You have to do this. You know, you have to. That's what you do. So you just go 100%. You invest your whole person in it.
Yeah.
If the passion isn't there, you never have enough drive.
Making videos is pretty creative process, I imagine, right? So like, how do you keep on coming up with new ideas and nourishing this creativity? How do you keep yourself motivated to make the best videos that you can?
No, the truth is like writing the stories. That is the most motivating. Like you were talking about a video about the guy who sees the boat up here in the middle of the city. The idea, the assignment there was to make a video that connects the people of Rotterdam with the harbor of Rotterdam.
Okay.
Because you know the city is the city, and the people don't really feel that connected to the harbor. So we have to connect them.
Okay.
That's what they said to me. So in trying to visualize that and try to make up a screenplay that's going to visualize that, I came up with that idea.
Okay.
And when you come up with an idea like that and you fall in love with it, that just gives you the drive to make another one and another one and then just and improve on it until it's perfect.
Yeah.
The ideas are what motivates you to get better ideas.
So like it's the process of working on the idea that actually keeps you going and make more.
Exactly, because you get good feedback from yourself. You write something and you go like, oh, this is good, but I can make it better, and then you go and go and go. You know?
And where do you see yourself and DiveTV in the next 5 years?
DiveTV, I don't know. If I can still if I can still make a living making my own productions, I hope I can grow with DiveTV. But it might be so that I'm better off working for other companies as a freelancer. So I don't know. I hope to produce my own cinema film. How do you say that? With DiveTV. Directed by me in the next 5 years. To have it in the cinemas. That would be amazing. Yeah.
You have to keep me updated. I want to see.
But I don't know. I maybe that doesn't work out, and I'm going to work for one of my friends who I like working with.
Okay.
I would like to be very arrogant and say that I'm going to have a big film career and going to produce a lot of movies with my company, but I'm not that arrogant. I'm hopeful.
Hopeful, that's good. Good to have goals, but at the same time be realistic about the situation. Okay. Is there anything that people can contact you at if they want to hire you or hear more about your projects or work with you together? Yes,
I have a website, www.divetv.nl.
Okay.
That is, DIVETV.
Okay, I will include the link then.
Yeah, sure. And there you can get all the information on how to contact us.
Okay.
Even my phone number.
All right,
so I'm very, very easily available.
Reachable.
Reachable, yes.
Yeah, also so like I wrote you the email, and then 2 days later or so you already.
Yes, of course. Yeah. It's
pretty great. To round this up, is there anything else that you would like to add? Anything you would like to announce, or maybe also like feedback to give to the show? What we can do better?
No. I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Yeah. And of course, you saw the boat already, and I saw that you like it.
No, I love the location. I think it's a very nice boat, and I think you're going to have a lot of fun here with your interviews.
Yeah, I hope we have a lot coming up soon.
Right.
Okay, André, thanks a lot for your interview. I really appreciate the time.
Thank you, Sander.
And there will be more videos coming up soon. Just stay tuned, and we hope to see you again. All the best.
All right, thank you.
Thanks.
Great.